If you're an emerging leader and you feel that you've been overlooked or undervalued at work and you finally want some recognition for the hard work that you put in, then you need to watch this video. Hi everyone, I'm Ronin, and on this channel I share with you videos and tips and strategies and insights on how to build your leadership brand, increase your visibility, and amplify your influence so you can unlock your leadership potential. Now, if this is the first time you're watching this channel, then make sure you subscribe down below so you get notification every time I release a new video and you don't miss out. Now, in this video, what I'm going to be talking to you about is how to get noticed and rewarded for the great work that you do. The topic of this video is a question that has come through from one of my Udemy students. She felt that she wasn't being rewarded for the great work that she was doing. She wasn't being noticed. She wasn't being recognized for all the hard work that she was putting in her job. Now, this is a common issue for many emerging leaders. You put in a ton of work in your studies and in your job, trying to learn the tasks that you need to learn, working harder and longer than everyone else, and sometimes that results in you not getting enough recognition or reward for all the hard work that you're putting in. So it's a really common issue for emerging leaders. Maybe it's something you can relate to. If it is, I hope you like what I'm going to say in this video. The reason your boss isn't recognizing or rewarding you for the great work, it could be two reasons. So the first reason is maybe your boss is simply unfair. Maybe they're a bad leader, and maybe they do see the good work that you're doing, but they just refuse to recognize it. Now, unfortunately, this does happen. Sometimes you may be involved with a boss who is just a bad leader. Okay, so it is unfortunate, but it does happen. The other reason could be is that your boss innocently just doesn't realize the hard work you've been putting in. They have a million other things to do. He or she has a million other things to do. So they could simply just forget, not realize, overlook the fact that you've been putting in so much hard work. And if that's the case, then it's your responsibility to bring it to the attention of your boss so you can finally get the recognition and the reward for all of the hard work you've been putting in. So how do you do that? Well, the first tip I want to share with you is to talk about what you've been working on and what you've achieved in your weekly meetings. Now, a lot of people I work with stay quiet during their weekly meetings. They don't speak up. They don't share what they've been working on with other people in the room, even if they have been asked. Now, a lot of the time when people don't want to share, it's because they are afraid of speaking up, or they're afraid of being too self-promotional and of that making them look bad. But the thing is, if you don't talk about what you've achieved, if you don't talk about the contribution you have made to your team and to the office, you will remain unnoticed. Okay, you are the one who has to bring this up to the attention of other people, otherwise they will never see it. Because nobody is going to know how brilliant and how hardworking you are unless you tell them. So get over your fear of being self-promotional and start to talk about what you've been working on and what you've achieved in the office. Because the thing about being self-promotional is if you aren't self-promotional, others in the room will be, and they will get noticed instead of you. And the second idea I want you to try is to go to your boss and have a one-on-one conversation with them and ask them if they will put in the meeting agenda time for you and for everybody else to talk about what you've been working on and talk about what you've achieved. So a lot of the time, bosses, they go to their meetings, they have their agenda in mind, what they want to tell you, what they want you to work on, but sometimes they forget to give you time to actually talk about your achievements and, the results you have created for your clients or for your team. Now, what this does for you is it makes you look like a proactive leader because you're initiating a new idea, you're initiating something without your boss having to ask you for it. And the third idea I want to share with you is to talk to your boss about this issue during your performance evaluations. So every company that I know of has performance evaluations every 3 months or 6 months, or sometimes more often than that. And a lot of people don't realize that during those performance evaluations, It's a two-way conversation. So your boss will let you know, what the feedback is, what you've been doing well, what you can improve on. But it's also important that you see this as an opportunity for you to talk to your boss about what you think can be improved as well. And if you feel that people aren't getting the opportunity to talk about their achievements and what they've been working on, then you can raise this with your boss during the performance evaluation. And what's important here is to not limit it to the actual tasks that you've performed. I want you to think big. Think bigger than those tasks. Even think bigger than your office. What was the impact that you have had for your clients? What is the impact that you've had for the entire team or the entire company? Relate what you have done, the things you've achieved, to a bigger level. So we've talked about 3 ideas that you can try and get more recognition for the hard work that you put in. And what I want to talk about now is the result of solving this issue. So like with any problem, if you let it go, if you ignore it, it's going to grow bigger. And later down the track, if you want to address it then, it's going to be a lot more difficult and a lot more painful for you to address it at that time. So the quicker you address any kind of problem, the better it is for you. It makes you feel more in control of your life and less like a victim. So if you start speaking up in meetings and telling other people what you've been working on, or if you go to your boss, have a one-on-one conversation with them and ask if they can put this issue as part of the meeting agenda, or if you address it in your performance evaluation, you'll feel like you're actually doing something about the problem. You'll feel less like the victim and you'll feel more in control of your life. Now, a lot of what I've talked about in this video is drawn from assertive communication. Now, this is the type of communication that will allow you to express your feelings, opinions, and wants openly and honestly. No fear of being judged, no holding back. Okay, so this is a type of communication. It certainly didn't come naturally to me, but it's really important for emerging leaders to learn because it helps you communicate more honestly and more transparently with other people in your office. Now, I've helped hundreds of students all around the world to develop assertive communication skills through my Udemy video course, Assertive Communication Skills Masterclass. So if this is something you feel that you would like to work on, I will put the link in the description below. So you can go straight to the video course, have a look at it, see if it's for you, and I hope it does help you. If you become a student, I hope it does help you learn the assertive communication skills you need to become a better leader. Well, that's all from me today for this video. If you enjoyed this video and if you like the information that I shared with you, then make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the future videos that I release. And if you did like this video, then please hit the like button below. And I will see you in the next video.